Hello, everybody. I'm Astrid. We are going to be doing flow yoga today. Thank you for being here. Remember to do what you can. We are going to move from one pose to another, and you can do your own pace. And if you're a beginner, just remember to use your props. You can have a small blanket, you can have two blocks, and if you don't have blocks, you can use books. So just remember to be kind and gentle to yourself and do what is available for you today. Okay, so let's just begin in a comfortable seat, lotus pose, crossing our ankles. We rest our hands on top of our thighs and we close our eyes for a moment. We take a deep breath and we exhale deeply. Make sure that your body is fine, is comfortable. Your back is straight, your shoulders are away from your ears. Make sure that you are relaxing. We take a moment to let go any thoughts that is in our minds right here and now. We take a moment to notice the breath, to notice how we feel. And if we don't feel happy or at peace today, we can always choose again. So we can always say, I'm willing to let go of this, and I'm willing to change my mind. I'm willing to look at this in a different way. As you let go, you allow yourself to create a space in your mind and in your heart and in your body. So we can invite a new, a positive thought, intention, idea. So let's just look at that for a moment. What do I want? How I want to feel today? So we can use that intention in our poses to help us to focus in the moment and to settle down, to calm down the mind and the body. So we take another nice deep breath from our belly button to the top of the lungs, and we are going to exhale through the mouth. And just let it all go. This is your practice. So let's begin with, so let's just start bringing our arms all the way up towards the sky. Just lengthen the spine, shoulders away from your ears, your fingertips pointing to the sky. Close your eyes. Breathe into the lumbar spine, to the top of your head. Very good. Open your arms level of your shoulders. Do fists with your hands. And let's start doing circular motions for our rest in here. Remember not to sink on your lower back. So just keep everything lifted. And then the energy can move freely. And then we change to the opposite direction. Good. We're gonna walk our arms towards the sky as we move in those hands in a circular motions. Breathe. Change to the opposite direction. Moving those arms down a level of your shoulder as you keep moving your hands. Good. Open those hands, palms pointing to the sky. Inhale. Bring your arms all the way up. Bring your hands together, interlace fingers, palms pointing to the sky. Stretch on your spine as much as you can. Remember to keep your shoulders relaxing. Breathe deeply, exhale deeply. So now from here, we are going to walk our arms behind our back. We're going to bring our hands together, interlace fingers, and then we're going to bend back. In here, open up your chest and look up. So we open our heart. We let go any emotions that doesn't make us feel happy and joy. And then we are going to bend forward, step by step. This is really nice for your shoulders. Looking down and breathe. Good, and now we come back to the center. We release our hands, and then we press our hands on our mat behind the back. And then we bend back once again and looking up to the sky. You can maybe roll your shoulders back and just feel the nice opening in here. Breathe deeply, exhale deeply. Good. We come back to the center. We bring our arms over the head. Stretch on your back as much as you're able to. Keep those hips towards the earth. Relax your head and breathe. Good. We come back to the center. We are going to lift our arms all the way up once again towards the sky. Bring your hands together, interlace fingers, palms pointing to the sky, and breathe. We're going to bend to the right side, easy right. And then we are going to bend towards the other side. Awesome. And then we come back to the center. Release your arms. Bring them down slowly and gentle. Exhale. Very good. So close your eyes again. Take a deep breath through the nose And exhale through the nose. Bring your shoulders towards the top of the ears and then roll them back. Let's do it one more time. Inhale and exhale. Once again. And exhale. One more. And then we change towards the opposite direction. Just keep moving. Keep releasing any stress or anything that's going on in your life at this moment. Good. We come back to the center. We extend our arms in front of us. We turn our palms up and we bring our fingertips towards the front of our shoulders. Bring your elbows together in front of you. And then let's start doing another circular motions in here for the shoulders. And then we change to the opposite direction. Very good. And then come back to the center. Rest your hands back on your knees or thighs. Relax. Connecting with yourself. Connecting with your breath. Okay, so now let's just go into all fours. We're gonna go towards our hands and knees. Our feet are facing down, our toes are facing down earth. We bring our fingers apart, shoulders away from your ears, our hips away from the shoulders. From here, we're gonna start lifting our right leg behind us. We point in those toes and we breathe in and out. Engage that thigh. We're going to lift our left arm in front of us, finding that space. Good, and then we release. And then let's go to the other side. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Engage your thigh. Breathe, point and toes. And now we lift our right arm in front of us. My thumb is pointing to the sky. Good, and then I release. Excellent. I'm going to open my right leg towards my right side, level of my hip. I'm going to turn around and then you can see me. So I press that right foot on the ground and I inhale, I lift my right arm up and I'm looking up towards the sky. Try to engage that right leg and connect with your breath. Good. We're going towards the other side. Left leg is out to the left side. Press that foot on the ground. Inhale. Lift your left arm up and open up in here. And then we release. We are going to go into puppy pose. So we go back into all fours and we walk our hands towards the top of our mat. Our pelvis and tailbone is pointing to the ceiling, to the sky. And then I'm going to walk my right arm under my left arm. And then I look towards my left side. And then I come back to the center and then I move in towards the other side. Left arm under the right one and I look towards my right side. And then I come back to the center. Moving back into hero pose in here. Notice how it feels. Now from here, we are going to go all the way towards our toes. Okay, so we make sure that our pinky toe is, if it reached the ground, is doing the same thing than the other ones. And if it's too much for you to do this pose, you can walk your hands over the head and then just hold it from here, shifting your hips as much as you're able to towards the heels, and then you have a nice stretch for your toes. From here, we're going to walk our arms behind our back. We're going to bring our hands together, interlace fingers, then we bend back in here, looking up. Just open up the heart to the universe. And then we come back to the center and then we move it back into all fours. And then we move into downward dog. We bring our feet apart 6 inches apart in here. And spread your fingers between your index finger and your thumb. We want to make sure that that area is present on the ground. Here you can soften your knees if it's too much for you, for your legs or your back. Lifting your pelvis, your tailbone towards the sky, your head between your biceps. Looking towards your toes and relaxing here, breathe. Moving your head side to side, releasing any tension you carry on your neck area. Finding your breath. We are going to lift our right leg behind us. We are going to bend our knee. We're going to open our hip, flex that right foot. See if it's too hard for you today. You are a beginner or you just doesn't feel to do the full pose. You can bring your left knee down and from here you can open your hip. It looks like this. Okay. So just keep it in mind that you always can modify. Breathe. Make sure your shoulders are even. Good. So now from here, we are going to step forward between our hands into runner lunge. We're going to go into higher runner lunge. So we go slowly. We lift those arms all the way up. Lengthen that spine. Tailbone is in. Finding your breath in here. Make sure your right knee is below your ankle. And again, if you need to modify, just bring your left knee down, all the way down to the ground. And just do your pose from here. If your shoulders that are not comfortable today, you can bring your hands on your waist. And here, and drawing your elbows in. And then you can also have a nice opening for your heart and chest. You just can try any variation that feels right for you. Okay, so connecting. Very good. So now we're going to go all the way towards the ball of our left foot. And then we're just going to go into warrior two from here. So if you need to adjust your legs, we want to have like 10 feet distance apart. Bending your front knee, relaxing your shoulders. Find your breath. Right foot pointing to the top of the mat. And then we're going to bring our left hand on top of the left thigh and then turn your right palm up. And then we start bending back into reverse warrior or peaceful warrior. Good. We're moving back into warrior two. And then we're going to frame back our right foot, moving back into runner lunge. Here also you can modify and bring your left knee down. Lengthen your spine as much as you're able to if you are in full runner lunge or if you are in modification. Look in front of you, open the heart and breathe. Press your left hand on the ground. Inhale, lift your right arm up. Find a nice twist in here. Good, I release the pose. I'm stepping back into downward facing dog. Exhale. Good, so now we're going to go towards the other side. So I'm going to lift my left leg up. I'm going to bend my knee and I'm going to open my hip in here. Flex that left foot. Again, shoulders are even. Breathe. Modify if you need to. Good. We're stepping forward between our hands into runner lunge. And then whenever you're ready, we're moving into high runner lunge. Or you can bring your right knee down if you need to modify. Find your breath. Good. We're going to lift that heel a little bit more, that back heel. And then we can transition into warrior two, turning that right foot. Pivot that right foot. Good. Bending that front knee. Readjust your legs if you need to. Shoulders away from your ears. And breathe. And again, make sure that you can see your toes when from where you are, your knee is aligned with your heel or close. And now from here, we're going to reverse that warrior two into peaceful warrior. And just think about your intention here. Good. And now from here, we're going to frame back our left foot. We are going to move into plank. You can do full plank in here, going lower. Remember to engage your core, elbows closest to the sides of your body. Or you can bring your knees down into a point. Stay on your toes. And the same idea, we engage the core, elbows closest to the sides, and we bring our chest between our hands. Exhale. You can go into baby cobra. Peeling your chest. And then we're moving back into downward dog. Exhale. Good. We inhale. We're going to lift our right leg behind us. This time we're going to keep that right leg straight, pointing toes. You can modify bringing that right leg halfway up. Square your hips. Your toes are pointing to the earth. We're stepping forward between our hands into runner lunge. Here we're going to pivot our back heel. Pressing that back heel, back foot on the ground. Keep that leg straight. And then we are going to move into warrior one. Lifting those arms over the head in here. Breathe. Good. We're going to bring our arms behind our back. We're going to flex our hands and we're going to walk our stomach on top of our right thigh. Squeezing your organs in here, look in front of you and breathe. From here, we're going to walk our hands over the head, bring it down, and we're going into standing split. We lift our left leg up. Relax your head and breathe. Good. We're going to move back into high runner lunge. So we're going to bring our left leg behind us. You are in the ball of your foot. And slowly and gentle, trying to keep your balance. Do what you can. Lift those arms all the way up. Go all the way towards the ball of your left foot. And then pivot your foot and we're moving into warrior two. Peaceful warrior or reverse warrior. Good. Moving back into runner lunge. Good. And now is stepping back into downward facing dog. Exhale. Good. So now from here I lift my left leg up, pointing toes. I'm stepping forward between my hands into runner lunge. And whenever I'm ready, I pivot my back heel. Keep that leg straight. And then I'm moving into warrior one. Lifting those arms all the way up. Feels nice. Good. I'm going to bring my arms behind my back. I'm going to flex my hands. And then I'm going to start bending forward. I bring my stomach on top of my left thigh. Look in front of you and breathe. Great. I walk those hands over the head. And then I'm going into standing split. Lift to the right, your right leg up. And then little by little, we're going to start bringing our right leg behind us into high runner lunge. Take your time. Square your hips. And then we're going all the way towards the ball of our foot, just as a transition to move into warrior two from here. Finding that space. And then we're moving into peaceful warrior. And then we're moving back into runner lunge in here. Press your right hand on the mat. Lift your left arm up and twist in here. Release the pose. Stepping back into plank. Go right away into full cobra. Shoulders relaxing. And then we're moving back into downward facing dog. Exhale. If you need to take a break at this point of your practice, you can go into child pose. Good. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Bend your knee and open your hip. Stepping forward between your hands into runner lunge. Pivot your back heel. Moving into warrior one from here. Lift those arms all the way up. From here, we're going to walk our arms behind our back. We're going to bring our hands together, interlace fingers, and we're going to bend back in here. Open up your heart once again and look up. And then we're going to bend forward. Take your time. Bringing your stomach on top of your right thigh. Lift those arms all the way up. Relax your head and breathe. Very good. I release my hands. I'm going to frame my right foot with both hands. I'm going to go all the way towards my left toes. And I'm going to go all the way towards my right heel. So I shift my hips towards behind me. I square my hips. I soft my front knee if it's too much. Relax your head. So here we are going to frame our right foot and then we're going to start going into pigeon pose. So make sure that your hips are on your center. Yeah, if your hip is too tight, you can always walk a block under your thigh and rest from here. And if it's still too tight, you always can modify and bring your right heel towards your pelvis. So you don't need to have that right foot parallel with the top of your mat if your hip is too tight. Remember to keep your foot active. Right foot is flat to protect your knee. So from here, we're just going to stay on our hands and breathe for a moment. We can always bring your elbows all the way down on the ground, or you can bring, if you're flexible today, bring one hand on top of the other one and rest your forehead on the hand, or you can bring your head all the way on your mat. Okay, so we breathe in here. Okay, we're gonna start releasing the pose. We are gonna go back into downward facing dog. Here you can curl your back toes under, hands over the head, lean forward a little bit, and then bring your right leg behind you. Here you can lift it up and shake it up a little bit. Good. So now from here we're gonna go to the other side. So we're gonna inhale, we're gonna lift our left leg up, we bend our knee, we open our hip, flex that foot. And we're stepping forward between our hands into runner lunge. Whenever we're ready, we pivot our back heel and we're moving into warrior one. So now from here I bring my arms behind my back, hands together, interlace fingers, and then we are going to bend back, open your heart, looking up. And then we are going to bend forward, step by step. Bringing your stomach on top of your left thigh, lift those arms all the way up and breathe. Then we release our hands, frame your left foot with both hands, go all the way towards your right toes. And now from here, we are going to go into paradigm. So we shift our hips towards behind us, square your hips, go all the way to the left heel. Soft that front knee if it's too much for you, and breathe. Now from here, I walk my hands a little bit over the head. I press the left foot on the ground, and then I'm moving into pigeon pose. So I lift that foot off the ground. I walk that foot towards the right side of my mat with the knee bent, and then moving into pigeon pose. From here, keep your hips on your center. Use a block if you need to. Find your breath. If you're not in your elbows, maybe you're trying to go towards the elbows or bending these elbows. Bring one hand on top of the other one and bring your forehead on top of the hand. Or you can go all the way down. Now from here, we start releasing the pose. We're moving back into downward facing dog. Walk your hands over the head, curl your back toes under, lean forward, and move back into downward dog, or if it's too much, you can go into all fours. Here we can lift that left leg up and shake it up a little bit. Good. So now from here, we are going to hold downward dog for 5 seconds. Good. We take a walk towards our hands. We bring our feet 6 inches apart. We press our hands over the head and here and relax your head and breathe. Or you can walk your hands on top of your feet or your lower legs or your thighs. Trying to keep your legs straight. Soft them if it feels better. Tailbone and pelvis pointing to the ceiling and bring your weight towards the center of your feet. Slowly soften your knees, round your back and your neck and come up step by step into mountain pose. Last thing you're going to stretch is your neck. Here we're going to do our last Vinyasa flow. Inhale, lift your arms all the way up, hands together over the head. Bend back, move your hips forward. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plank, stepping back. Exhale, lower. Inhale, full cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Bring your knees down, sit down on your mat. Carry your legs in front of you. Bend your right knee, bring the sole of your feet against your left leg. Your right knee is out to the side. You can always bring a block under your thigh if you need to. Heel towards your pelvis. Keep that left foot active. Inhale, lift those arms all the way up. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, bend forward towards your left leg. Hold your foot with both hands so you can bring your hands on top of your leg, lower leg. Make sure your neck is light. Maybe looking towards your toes. From here, I'm going to bend a knee and I'm going to grab my foot with both hands. And then I'm going to lift that leg up towards the sky. I keep my back straight here. I always can soft my front knee, my knee, if I'm starting to going all the way towards the back. So I want to keep my back straight. Breathe. Maybe looking towards your toes or maybe look towards the sky or the ceiling. release slowly. We extend both legs. So now we're going to the other side. So I bend my left knee to the side, the sole of my foot against my right leg. I inhale, I lift both arms all the way up and lengthen my spine. Inhale, exhale, I bend forward. Keep my back straight as I'm bending forward. Okay, we start releasing. We bend the right knee. We interlace fingers on the ball of our right foot, or you can just hold it with your fingers. So make sure that your fingers, they're not too tight on the foot. And then we lift up right leg. Looking towards your toes or look towards the sky and breathe. And then we release slowly. And then we're going into butterfly. So we bring the sole of our feet together. Interlace fingers on your toes. And bring your elbows on top of your thighs. And then just start leaning forward. And find your breath in here. Then release slowly. Good. We're going to lay down in our back. So we are going to bend the knees before we lay down in the back. Feet present on the ground. Arms closest to the sides over the head. And then we start laying down slowly and gentle. Okay, we start laying down. Take your time. Engage your core as you lay down. Good. Bring your knees towards your chest. Squeeze your knees. Massage your spine side to side. And open your arms to level of your shoulders like a capital T. And then bring your knees all the way to your right side. And we look over our left shoulder. You can look towards the ceiling or the sky. And going towards the other side. Whenever you're ready, knees towards the chest, and then just bring your knees towards the left side. And find your breath. Knees to the left side together, or if you have a little space, that's okay too. just relax in here. And then we bring our knees back to the chest, hug those knees, and then we move in into Shavasana. So from here we extend those legs, arms closest to the sides of your body, dropping your toes to the sides, relax your shoulders, relax your entire body. Connecting with your intuition, connecting with that intention that you set up earlier in your practice. Perhaps you don't want to think about anything, and that's okay. You just want to enjoy your Shavasana. Start bringing attention back to the toes and fingers. Bring your knees to your chest. And then sit up. And we bring our hands together to the heart center. We notice how we're doing. And thank you for joining with me today. Namaste.